It's your Wisconsin wine guy coming to you with some more wine reviews, and wine reviews don't stop even when I'm on the road. All right, so for those who are new, these are wines that I review that you can find where you shop for wine: grocery store, wine shop, and some liquor stores. Right? You find these wines on the shelves. I like to call these everyday wines. I pick a couple of these wines, give them a taste, let you know what I think about these wines. And with the infamous thumb rating system, thumbs up says it's a solid wine, pretty good wine, can't go wrong with it. 3/4. You know what? I would probably get a couple bottles of this and share it with my friends. You know, I'd give it a taste. Halfway, something was off with that wine for my palate. Doesn't make it a bad wine. It just didn't work for my palate, right? Thumbs down, that's always an easy one. Now, if you can read that label, you can look at this and see that it is a grateful, our Gnarly Head wine. So this is their limited edition. So what Gnarly Head wine, we all know the Gnarly Head brand. Take away the fancy label. You have a picture of a grapevine with gnarled arms, cordons, I like to call them. So Gnarly Heads did a collaboration with the Grateful Dead, so created a line of wines to pay homage to the legacy of the Grateful Dead. So there's like maybe 3 different type of labels. You see this one here. They're like collectibles. You know, if you sit into the whole black light thing, we're gonna throw it back. You know, put this under the black light that glow in the dark. You know, can be really trippy. Maybe throw a little candle up there, or put a black light bulb in here and a whole one. You know, if you're crafty, you'll come up with something. So the old vine, Gnarly Head old vines, and it's named the Gnarly Head after the old Zinfandel vines. You know, especially those old Zinfandel vines that was still growing in California like since the 30s, 40s. You know, so these are old Zinfandel vines, and they were head trained. Meaning it wasn't the trellis and the whole thing like this, the very beautiful grapevines you find. This was just like a vine bush. So it was head trained. So you grow the trunk, and then you let the cordons grow out. Then you have your stems for the grapes or the vines coming out. So Gnarly Head, so they're gonna be like gnarly, you know, just like all over the place. You know, give it a very natural, authentic look. So old vine, you know, 40, 50, maybe 60-year-old vines coming out of Lodi. Zinfandel is what Gnarly Head is known for. You know, creating different styles, different types of Zinfandel. We're gonna give this a try. This is coming in at 14.5% alcohol, all Zinfandel. Very beautiful label. This is going to be 2021, okay? And I had to borrow some wine glasses from the hotel where I'm staying, you know? So on the road, never stops. Still want to bring those wine reviews, right? All right, so get a look at that. So not my typical wine glasses, you know, but nonetheless, ooh, wow, you can smell those berries from here. Ooh, so I borrowed both a red and a white. I may have some whites coming on too. Wow, very dark berries on the nose. I mean, Zinfandel, when you think of Zinfandel, you think of Lodi, you know, you think of, you know, intensity, dense fruit. You know, so being old vine, you're not getting a whole lot of grape clusters. So you get a lot more concentration of flavor of berries, right? So here, this spent some time in both French and American oak. Wow, I mean, you can just smell the density of berries here. Wow. You know, a little bit of cedar notes. Spice, ooh, wow, nice. Wow, that nose is really nice, you know. Look at, I don't know if you can see those legs. I can see the legs from here, but look at those legs. Put it against my white t-shirt, right? Let's move this out of the way. Put it against my white t-shirt. You know, very beautiful color. So, 2-step process, remember. First is going to be the rinse. Let's feel some acidity. I like deep, dense, you know, berried, juicy red wines, but I also like to have some acidity to it, you know, to make it more lively. So here we go. All right. Great mouth-watering acidity. Definitely that. Definitely that. Like medium tannins. So you definitely pick up on that. Nice spread across the palate. All right. I think this retails at maybe anywhere from $9.99 to $11.99. You know, depending on where you may find it on sale in like a pack. You know, on sale for like maybe 7 or 8. So acidity is nice. Now let's give it a taste. Definitely, this is going to make a fantastic food wine. I can see that already. Chewy wood notes, definitely pick up more cedary wood notes here. Not necessarily smoke or caramelization, none of that, but just like wood. All right, you definitely pick up that. It's in the taste, which again, for me, it says it's probably a good food wine. I personally would rather have a little bit more fruit to balance that out. You know, let's give it another taste here. Yeah, it's a little bit too woodsy for me. Takes it out of balance with the fruit. You know, so I'm going to say, for me, I like the label, but I'm going to go halfway on this one. You know, it'd probably be great with food, but for me on its own for drinking, a little bit too woodsy. You know, it's out of whack with the fruit, but it has a great nose. I mean, I smelled the potential in it, but it just didn't equate that nose onto my palate. So there you have it, the 2021 Grateful Dead Limited Edition Gnarly Head Wines. Gonna be halfway. Not so on it, but you give it a taste. Let me know what you think, and I'll see if I can maybe find some food to have with this, and maybe to change it. It won't change the rating, but it change or maybe confirm that I think this will go great with food. So it's your Wisconsin wine guy saying to you as always, let your palate be the guide when selecting your wine, and I'm gonna see you next time. Ciao.